This is FE Peer Review, the Flat Earth Peer Review channel. The date is August 11th, 2020. The video in review is titled Burnt Island to Fidra, Craigleith, Bass Rock, height 10 feet. Video by Flatsa. The YouTube channel Flatsa has put together a few videos recently of some long distance observations of a spot called Bass Rock in Scotland, off the coast of Fidra. I'm not sure if it's pronounced Fidra or Fidra. And it's viewed as from the spot called Burnt Island. Here's Flatsa's channel. Here's one of the videos. We'll try to get through this as quick as I can here. Basically, this is typical long distance observation over water. This is, in my opinion, a particularly poor example. I've seen others that, although they were done by people in favor of the flat earth, were well constructed videos. This is not one of them. There's a lot of information missing. Anyway, here we are. We've got a location, an observer location, Burnt Island, height 10 feet. We've got three islands, with the third one being Bass Rock. And then we've got some images. Bass Rock, these are the smaller islands in the foreground. A distance to the rock. No information about the height, the elevation of the rock. In one of the videos, he observes it from 2 feet above the ground surface, and in this video, he observes it 10 feet above the ground surface. That seems to be the extent of it. I haven't gone through all the videos, but just behind the spot where this video was taken, there is a hill which he could have walked up, and he would have been able to get an observation from about 35-foot elevation, which would have been a very useful addition to this set of observations, but he apparently did not do that, unless it's in one of the other videos I haven't seen yet. Anyway, when you have the opportunity, that was one of the first points I want to make about the failure in this observation. If you're doing an observation and you have the opportunity to start low and then go to a higher elevation nearby, and it's often the case when you're on a shoreline, there's often a hill or a cliff nearby where you can go up. That's a great thing to do. And you take 15, 20 minutes to get up there. That's not going to make a big difference in terms of atmospheric conditions and all, but you'll get a lot of valuable information. So that was an opportunity lost here. Now let's take a look at what should have been done. We have Bass Rock. Here's a nice photo of Bass Rock. It's from a different direction. This is from the south. In the video, he was looking at it from the northwest. This is the Ordnance Survey maps for the area, and Bass Rock here. This heavier line is the 100-meter elevation. They're 10 meters separate. So the second line, the last elevation line, is 110 meters. So the high point of the rock is more than 110 meters, less than 120. I'm assuming it's about 115, 2 or 3 meters this way or that. Isn't going to make a difference. So that's the height of our target. Let's take a look at the distance to the target. And I'm going to be doing this in kilometers. Burnt Island is here, and he took it from this shoreline right here, where this stone embankment was. This is the hill where he could have gone up. And the rock is, yeah, it was that one there. That's Bass Rock. The lighthouse is down here on the south side, and the distance is 36.4 kilometers. So we will now go into Holter Bisland's Advanced Earth Curve Calculator. We've got an observer height of 3 meters, a target height of 115 meters, target distance of 36 kilometers, 36.4 kilometers. We will set refraction at 0 to start. And with 0 refraction, just using the geometry given here, we have 72 meters hidden, 43 meters visible. So about 2/3 hidden, 1/3 visible, with no refraction. With standard refraction, we see it approximately 50-50. And just for good measure, let's take a look at something in the range of strong but not severe. That would be 0.3. Strong but not severe level of refraction would give us about 2/5 and 3/5. So we would be seeing a little more than half. So that gives us an idea of the range. 1/3 visible at zero refraction, which is an atmospheric condition that never really basically effectively never occurs for anything more than an instantaneous passage of time. This would be on a normal day, 50-50. Okay, so we've looked at that, and so we can go back to his video and take a look at his image here. We're seeing it from the west-northwest. The lighthouse is at this south end of the island. So I don't know what his point was. One of the things he did not do in this video was make any kind of a point. He just showed us an image, showed us a few dimensions, a few distances, made no statements about his intentions. There seems to be a consensus on his channel that he's looking at, that he's a flat earther looking to prove that we're seeing too far or something, but he doesn't actually say. Anyhow, there is certainly nothing out of the ordinary on a globe Earth to be able to see Bass Rock from Burnt Island on a normal day, let alone on a day where the refraction may be a little bit higher than normal. I can't say for sure whether this is or isn't one of those days, but I do see a lot of mistiness, a lot of a thick atmosphere down here at the waterline, which would tend to suggest a fairly dense layer of moisture just above the water, which would induce more refraction than normal. Or I should say more refraction than the typical value used as a standard refraction. It may be that this is normal for this part of the world, but in terms of what's considered standard refraction, atmospheric refraction, it's probably a little bit on the high side, judging from that layer of mist. So no conclusions. This guy drew no conclusions. There's nothing for me to refute here because he's not making any claims. Nonetheless, people seem to be interpreting this as seeing too far or the Earth is flat or something. It's not. I could fiddle with refraction. I could find a good picture of the island from this exact direction. Most of the photos are from the south rather than the west-northwest. I could overlay that. I could construct a geometric model to show how much more of the island is hidden. That's all a lot of effort I could go through, but I hardly see the point because this guy has basically done nothing to refute. He's making no claims. He's just showing some pretty pictures. Fine. If that makes him happy to show pretty pictures, he and his buddies, they can enjoy the pretty pictures. So there you go. That's the current state of the art in the world of flat Earth long distance observations. I hope you found that informative. Have a wonderful day. Oh yes, and of course we mustn't forget to click the like button, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and let your friends know. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye-bye.